Yo ho ho my mateys, E2K2 of the Caribbean Pirate coming to show once again, talk to give you Land Lubbers another Black Ops 2 commentary. Today's topic is a topic that's been on hot since the day it came out actually, the Microsoft reveal conference where they revealed the new Xbox One. Let me just I know it's been a whole comedy of errors in itself and oohs and ahs of what it can do, but after doing a little bit of research, it came up with 4 main things that they did not bring up in the release. Let's go about them, shall we? First one, no backward compatibility. That was it. Don't be ready to throw away your old Xbox 360 just yet. You'll be SOL and JWF for the games where you throw that out. As they claim the architecture is different, it won't support it. They're still going to be making games for the Xbox 360 while promoting the Xbox One as well. To be honest, I think they moved some of the Windows operating system people to that department. It's doing the same like Windows. You make a new operating system and still make updates for the old one, and then discontinue it after a while after making enough money off of it and the new one. If that's not how it's gonna run, we shall see what goes. Number 2. The TV features are of the US only for now. I am not surprised at this at all. Microsoft is a US based company, so they would work with the stuff in the US. They would not go out internationally to get this thing sorted out so everyone will get a chance to do it. They only did their testing and integration in the US where they are because Xbox is after all a US product. We saw when they did ESPN with the NBA and the NFL. Sadly, NFL is only really truly big in the US, I believe. So they just cater towards the NFL crowd within the States. It's like, yeah, we gotta have the NFL! So yeah, I have no problems with the NFL. All people who love the NFL, that's fine by them. If you're international NFL, that's good for you. I'm just not a fan of it. But then the thing is that they didn't really cater for the other sports, where like you have the National Hockey League in Canada, you have the English Premier League, which is football in Europe, which is technically soccer for the States, and then you have the IPL, which is the Indian Premier League, which is the cricket, which is also a very huge sport in many places of the world where the US is actually now trying to get into. But anyway, all I can say when it comes to sports is that the ball is in Xbox's possession. Let's see what they do with it. Let's see what they do. Let's see exactly how long it's going to take to implement. Especially football. Football especially because football is like an international sport. Nearly the entire world is football. So if it is, they can't incorporate the Football League into the new Xbox One experience, they are going to really have problems because not everyone in the world likes NFL. I'm sorry, not everybody likes NFL. Moving on, let's move from that one. Here's one that's going to be real problems. Used games are going to require an unlocking fee. Now this is going to cause a rage among a lot of people. What seems to have happened is that it's an indication that this unlock fee might actually be the full retail price of the game. That's what it certainly sounds like from what Phil Harrison is saying in an article, where he says that then exactly how do used games even exist at that point? Because what happened is that if you're paying the full retail price for a game, you're not buying it used. Buying used means you're buying it at a cheaper price. If you're buying it at the full retail price, it means you're buying the new game itself. Because what has happened is that this is how it works. So, well, this is what I really had to research around to really try to figure out exactly what's going on. It seems that if your friend, since everything is now cloud-based, you go by your friend, you log in onto the Xbox One with your account, you download the game from the cloud from your account, you can play it there. Once you sign out and your friend signs into their own, they now have to pay. Even though the files are on their Xbox already, they're going to have to pay a price in order to play that said game. Now you can understand why it is they started to do everything online, and says this is how they can manage to control what you do with your games. They're no longer, this kind of becoming obsolete. It's like, really, we're going to control who you give what to and how people play. But now the major thing that I realized that has been going on is that the Xbox One doesn't require an internet connection except when it does. Let's take that in. Let's really take that in for a moment. Let's listen to that again. The Xbox One doesn't require an internet connection except when it does. The f is that? That makes no sense. Because when you look at everything for the Xbox, everything that you have to do with the Xbox One, you technically have to be online. You have to have an internet connection to it at all times. They say, oh, you can play offline, you know. It just has to go online at least once a day. Wow. Really? This is the best that you can do. You are going to have a system that has to be online no matter what you do. And besides, how people's homes are now, they are always online. So saying anything like, oh, it doesn't require an internet connection until it needs, it's like, that's like telling someone, oh, you don't need toilet paper to wipe your butt when you're in the toilet, but oh, you're gonna need it. Except when you need it. It's like, it makes no sense. It's that, for instance, it's that you save your game or load your game save file. All of that is done from a cloud. If you are offline and you try to load a save file, I don't know if they make a copy of the file to the hard drive or not, but according to what they said is that all save files are done from the cloud. Everything is saved to the cloud. You load the save files from the clouds, you save to the cloud. Everything is done from the cloud. So if you go offline, if you go somewhere you don't have internet, you try to play a game. This reminds me of SimCity all over again, doesn't it? And we all know how that turned out, didn't we? Yes. That wasn't very good for EA. EA made a really bad call on that one. Anyway, at the end of this is that really it's gone. I don't know what to say. It really was a comedy of errors. It really didn't do much. Yes, they displayed what the Xbox can do entertainment wise, like in interaction with TV. But then I realized, oh, there was one thing that I picked up. When they said you're using your mobile phone, how much you are willing to put down. The only compatible phone is going to be a phone that has Windows RT on it. Bet your bottom dollar. It's going to be a Windows RT phone that has to connect to the Xbox in order to use it as a remote. I am sure that's exactly what they're gonna do. Other than that, it's a lot to talk about. I don't have much time again, but I just want to say that I watched the reveal. It's basically based on the entertainment side of it. The gaming part of it was just horrible. There was no gameplay, just videos in my instance. Nothing was real, except they forked a lot of money out to pay big athletes to talk something good. Well, that's the end of it there for me. This is the Caribbean Pirate telling you again, click that like button, click that subscribe button if you're new. And just remember, if you join the merry band of pirates, yo ho ho! E2K12 heading out to sea once again. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Peace. Losing Bravo. Losing B. Securing Charlie. All flags secured. Hold positions. Losing Bravo. Objective almost complete. Don't quit now. UAV inbound. Reload! Friendly care package inbound. Securing A. Going explosive.